it's me, so it feels. Listen, I just did a whole recording and didn't even have the mic on. I had to come and do a live again. I'm just gonna say straight up, I'm battling a little cold, so I may sound a little deep voiced and I might blow my nose or cough or flip. But my mother always says more room out the end, so I'm not holding it in. Sorry, just deal with it. I want to come on today because I want to talk to you. I started this group of empty nesters building a legacy because it is important that we do our know what our next assignment is. Now I know what it is being an empty nester. I've been an empty nester for 4 years now. My well, completely an empty nester for 3 years. It started 4 years. 4 years ago, my daughter moved out. Then the following year, my son went off to school. It's a little different when they go to school than when they actually just move out. Because when they go to school, you kind of know they're coming home on the holidays. You know they're coming home in between classes. They have no other home. This is still their home. They're just away at school. But I know how painful it is because you spend all your life pouring everything that you have into them. Like from the second that doctor lays that baby on your arm. I remember when the doctor when my daughter was born, she's my first, and I had a C-section. And when the doctor, I was like strapped down, like my arms were strapped down. And when the doctor laid her on my chest, I just was bawling. I was like, oh. But from that second, you just pour everything that you have into it's just oh excuse me. I'm gonna be sneezing every now and then because I got a cold and I'm trying to get all this stuff out. But then you watch them grow and you feel like your whole life is dedicated to them, and that is your assignment. But your assignment is to help them grow so that they become responsible adults and so that they can move out and be on their own. That means you did your job. Excuse me. That means you did your job. You did the right thing. You helped you you understood the assignment. Now they're grown and now they're out the house. And then I understand that's painful. It really is. It's like a loss. You no longer you're not there for them you don't see them every day. And children, when they get on their own, sometimes they don't think of their parents as much as they would, but they would live as much as you're thinking about them. They're out with friends and they're having a good life and they're doing things that young people do, things that you did when you were young. But you still, so you may be sitting there pining. Now, I know some people they it take them 6 months, 2 years. They're still grieving over their children leaving, and I'm telling you right now that that's not a good thing for you to do. You got to understand that you had an assignment. Your assignment was to help them grow and become responsible adults so that they could move out one day. I know nobody breaks it down to us when we have kids that this is what's going to happen, but this is what happens every single time. They're gonna grow up and they're gonna move out if you did the right thing. Sometimes they stay forever. You don't want them there forever. Trust and believe. You don't want them there forever. Cute. But you got to get over the whole painful thing. And let me tell you why. It's not good for you. It's not good for anybody. If you're walloping in sorrow, it's not good for you. It is not going to do anything to bring your kids closer to you. In fact, it's going to repel your kids against you. And let me tell you why. When you start wallowing in sorrow and loneliness and feeling sorry for yourself, you lower your vibration. See, we are vibrational human beings. We energy is what we send out. And if the energy that you're sending out is low vibrational, your children pick up on it, and nobody wants to be around low vibrational beings, and it repels people against you. So you can sit there and say, "Oh, why my kids aren't calling me every day? Every time I call them, I tell them how sad I am." They don't want to hear that. They want to see you being happy, prospering, doing things different. So what you have to start doing is your assignment isn't over just because they moved out the house. See, I believe in the Bible. And the Bible tells us that a man is supposed to create an inheritance for his children's children. So once the children leave the house, it's on to the next assignment. And ladies and gentlemen, that assignment is for you to start building a legacy for your children and your children's children. Because I know the whole time when you was raising your children, you didn't really, if you're like the average person, you weren't thinking about building a legacy. You was thinking about paying bills. You was thinking about keeping a roof over their head. You was thinking about making sure that they eat. You was thinking about getting them to their activities, making sure they could participate in activities, making sure they had the right clothes, making sure that they had the things that they wanted and needed. If they wanted a toy, you make sure that you had. That's what you was focusing on. But now it's time to focus on building a legacy. That assignment is ended, and now it's on to the next assignment. Now, this assignment here is really simple. I mean, it's not simple. It's a little harder because this one you have to make it, but your mind, you have to make a decision to do it. So when you have children, they're there every day. You have to, you have no other choice. But this assignment, you have to consciously make a decision. You make a decision that I want to create a legacy for my family. You know, I read this thing once, I heard it one time. I don't know how much of it's true because I don't know the Kennedy family, but I read this thing or heard this thing where every single Kennedy that is born into this world, they receive a trust fund when they're born. And in the trust fund is $5 million. And they have access to this trust fund once they reach the age of 21 or 25. I think the way I read it, they say either 21 or 25. I don't remember. What? Let's say 21 for just to say 21. So at 21, they get access to this trust fund. But by the time they're 21, the trust fund is at $5 million. It's a whole lot more than $5 million because while it was in the trust fund, they were investing and trading and growing the money. They were growing the money and growing the money and growing the money so that by the time the child reached the age of 21, they're set for life. That's what you want to do with your children. Now, the problem is most of us have absolutely no idea about trading or investing. So we feel like that's only for the super duper rich and we can't do it. But the only way for you to build a legacy is for you to understand how to make your money grow. Because you're not going to save yourself into a legacy. You're not going to be able to work yourself into a legacy. It's never going to happen. You only can work a certain amount of hours a week. In those hours that you work, you're going to just really make enough money to pretty much pay for the things that you used to pay for. You're not going to save your way to it because if you put savings in your account in a whole year, last year in my savings account, I probably made about $1. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna save your way or have a bank account when you save your way into a legacy. The only way to make a legacy is to find a way to make your money grow for you and learn a way to get residual income. It's the only way. There's no other way. This is what wealthy people understand. They understand that their money has to grow and they have to have it residual income. They know that, and they know that the only way to do that is to somehow find a way to make a way for other people working can help you make money too. See, you understand? So finding way to make residual income and a way to make your money grow is what's going to give you help you start building that legacy. Now, I'm here to tell you that I am going to help you with that. That's why I created this book, built this group, Nifty Nesters Building Legacy, because I know how to help you learn how to make your money grow and how to start getting residual income if that's what you desire to do. Now, most people, they don't know anything about investing or making their money grow. They don't know anything about trading, anything like that. That's why I partnered with a company called B. That's a strange name, right? But that's the company. It's called Better Experience. That's what the B stands for. But they have it's a technology company. And what they have done is they have developed these apps. And these apps teach you how to trade in the markets like stock and indices market, in the cryptocurrency market, in the Forex or foreign exchange market. They teach you how to trade in these markets. But in the meantime, you can still earn money while you learn because they have the top experts in the industry pretty much taking you by the hand and showing you exactly what you have to do as you just copy and paste. If you copy and paste, you profit. They show you exactly how to do it. So while you're learning how to do it on your own, until you get to that point, you can still start making money by using the intelligence of the expert traders and trade. They show you when to start, when to stop. It's amazing, this app. They use artificial intelligence to bring about really good information that you can just pretty much copy, paste, and then profit off of. Now, most people are in a situation where they don't have time to do all this stuff. Hold this, I'm getting ready. I gotta drink this tea because my throat is still a little scratchy. But I'm just saying, it's so many things that you can actually do to start building a legacy for your family. You need to start doing it right away. You need to start really focusing on it because let me just say this: it's 2022. There's a global elite agenda called the Agenda 2030, and by 2030 they have an intention of pretty much getting rid of every type of job there is. We're gonna lose like more than half of the jobs that we have here. Over 800 million jobs are going to be out of business because they're replacing them with artificial intelligence. They're replacing them with computers. Computers are going to be doing the jobs of most everything. You can sit there and say, oh, it's going to be probably factory jobs and stuff like that. No, they are building people that look like us. They've used this information that we've used on the internet, like data that they've collected. They've used this information to build artificial intelligence, where they have artificial intelligence learning information so that they can become pretty much human. So they're going to be replacing. I saw a commercial the other day with it was some kind of charity commercial, and it was a little girl, or she probably about 15, 16 years old, and she was talking about whatever the commercial was talking about. And then at the end of the commercial, she says, I'm not real, I'm artificial intelligence. She like a real little girl. Like she really like a little girl. I couldn't tell it was artificial intelligence. But when she said that, she kind of had that little artificial intelligence looks, that little the robot look, like, you know, at the end. But the whole time when the commercial was on, I wasn't paying attention to her being artificial intelligence. I just thought she was a little girl. But that's what they're doing. And making these things now, and you're gonna be replaced. And so it's really bad on our children. So we have to start create a legacy now so our children won't be caught out there during their time or their children's time. We want to take care of them. We want to make sure that they're okay. So it's time to start building a legacy. If you want to find out more about this information, about what I am doing, do me a favor, reach out. You can inbox me or comment below. Actually, commenting below would probably be better because we're not friends. I may not see your message. So comment below so we can start you building this legacy. That's what this group is going to be all about. Me showing you exactly what to do to build a legacy. I'm going to teach you about the mindset that's required. We're going to just have a really great time while we build legacies for our family. All right. Until next time. Peace out.